Hello everybody, my name is Wizard Boy Tarot. I do readings for the collective. If you found this, it's absolutely meant for you. There's no second guessing. There's no such thing as coincidence. I promise this is meant for you. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't, as always. And we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. So we have the King of Swords, right? The King of Swords is just like, I feel like a lot of you are in this state of like learning how to be more decisive with things, but then we have the Page of Pentacles, which is more like this like free spirited type of energy. It's like someone who is very like frolicky, like you prefer to remain grounded, but you also like you spend a lot of time outdoors. You spend a lot of time trying to ground yourself. You're very like whimsical, but somehow also grounded. And the King of Swords is someone that's very like logical, very decisive. And so having these two together, it's kind of making me feel like you're trying to balance out aspects of yourself, like this whimsical childlike side and this adult decisive or more logical energy. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. So good things are coming towards you. It's like you're building, or you've been building for a while. I feel like you've been kind of like weaving this web of either connections or people or things. Like you've just been weaving this web, and in the midst of weaving this web, it's caused you to have to really look at all sides of yourself. Like before, maybe you only looked at the dark side of yourself and you judged yourself really harshly for it, or maybe you only looked at the light side of yourself and took pride in it. But right now it's kind of like you're learning how to manage the duality of both aspects. And with the Nine of Pentacles, it's like, hey, like you've been doing this really well. You've been doing it well. You've been building something, and whatever you're building is going to bring a lot more structure and a lot more, particularly I'm hearing financial stability than you've had before. Yeah, because we have the Four of Pentacles coming out here. It's funny because it like came out upside down and then I picked it up and it was like flipped around. So like I'm not sure how we're going to take this energy, but I feel like it could go either way, and maybe that's how you're feeling right now, is that you feel like things could go either way. But I mean, it initially came out reversed, so I'll read it like that. Like Four of Swords, interesting. Four of Pentacles in reverse is all about like letting go of being so greedy, letting go of like holding on to too much. Like it's kind of learning how to share wealth and how to build it from a space of like wanting that for yourself and others, instead of just wanting that for one. Get down. No, absolutely not. I'm recording a reading. I see you. Get down. I love you. Get down. That's my cat. He just tried to jump on my desk. Absolutely not. I'm doing a reading right now, sir. All right. We have the Two of Wands. Yeah, planning is very significant for y'all. Planning and building. You know, what did I say about structure? Like planning and building that structure. Then we got the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, which is funny because we get two twos, and it's like, hey, the two sides of things I was just talking about, like, are being brought together, or being like used together to be able to balance each other out. Like they're really being used to balance each other out. Yeah, but lots of planning, lots of bringing more structure, particularly into your materialistic world. Knight of Wands, yeah, things are moving very quickly for you. More quickly than you realize, I think. I think way quicker than you realize. I think that you maybe feel like you're in this period of a little bit of stagnancy, but it's just because you're learning. It's because you're learning. You're supposed to be taking your time learning right now, instead of like pressuring yourself to do or be so much in this moment. Yeah, strength. It's like you want to show the strength that you have, and you've forged a lot of strength from the situations that you've been through. But in this time, it's not time for you to prove your strength right now. It's time for you to prove resilience more so. Like you need to learn. You need to take your time and space to like really learn what it is that you need to from the environment around you, so that when certain things come up, that you have the space to be able to process it and deal with those things, you know, and space to move forward within it, because we got the Chariot. So again, I think things are moving way quicker than you can like imagine. Like things are moving a lot faster. Got the Seven of Wands. Let's read the book for this. I feel like I really like this book. I usually don't read the book, but I really like this one. It's just got like a very beautiful energy, and it touches on things, I feel like, more accurately than a lot of books do at times. Where's the wands? I don't even know where wands is in this book. That's how little I use it. Okay, cool. I was headed the right way in the first place. That's funny. That could be important for somebody. You were headed the right way in the first place. Okay, the Seven of Wands deals with conflict and struggle. In this card, the champion faces 6 blazing wands heading straight towards him. He confronts his attacker with only 1 blazing spear in hand and a shield to protect him. However, he sits upon a winged dragon. Even though he is outnumbered, he has been caught off guard. He has the upper hand. Right. So it's like you may have been caught off guard by some things, or you may be like kind of like thrown for a loop right now, but it's like even though you've been thrown for a loop, like you have the upper hand, and like it's really just up to you to fix or handle certain things right now. But I don't think it's like anything that you can't handle. I think it might just be to maybe forge some more strength and forge some more of that resilience, you know, because there's a lot within you. And like I said, it's not time to like, you know, flex that strength, but it might be time to use it, you know. It might be time to use it just a little bit, like using it to get you through where you're at. Yeah, Knight of Cups, using it to get you through where you're at, because I think that there's just a lot of things that like were uprooted recently, whether these be feelings or jobs even, or friendships or relationships or mindsets or mentalities. There's just a lot of different things that have been uprooted and changed. But we have the Ace of Pentacles, so it's all for the better. You're like finally at this stage where you've been uprooting and you've got to finish up the last little bit of uprooting. But it's like as you're finishing that uprooting up, you have half of the foundation that you can start on. Like let's say you're like demolishing a mansion to build another mansion on top of it, right? Half the mansion is demolished, so you're starting on that half of the foundation while you're still cleaning up the debris from the other half that fell. It's kind of like this in-between stage of putting a lot of work and effort in. And then we have the Six of Swords. Yeah, a lot of you have had to walk away from a lot of different things. Excuse me, but I think it's more like walking towards a mental harmony. Walking towards a mental harmony right now. Really understanding that like there is no good or bad. You don't have to ascribe a good or bad or a positive or negative label to everything that happens to you. What you do have to do is experience it. You know, you do have to live with it. You do have to experience it. But I think a lot of you have like kind of fallen out of the experience of things. Like maybe you have a hard time experiencing where you're at. But right now you're being asked to, because we got the Two of Cups. You could have a partnership coming in. This could be business or romantic, but I feel like there's a partnership coming in for you that's really going to benefit you. We got the Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles, and Two of Cups. 222 could be very significant for some of you. 222 could be very significant for some of you. And then we had 2 cards fall. So we have the Five of Pentacles and we have the Ace of Cups. And that's really funny for a few reasons, because Five of Pentacles is feeling like a lack of structure or like a lack of financial ability. You know, it's just like this, it's this frustration with what's going on around you with like finances and structure and things of that sort. But then we have the Ace of Cups, so it's almost like, okay, but things are overflowing for you. It's almost like you're worried about finances when your cup is overflowing. And like you don't realize that your cup, it's either overflowing or it's about to be, and you don't even realize it because you're so worried about how things are going to turn out. Let's see. What else do you have for this collective spirit? Six of Wands. Again with the harmony. I'm going to read the book for that as well. Let's see. Six of Wands is the card of vindication, acknowledgement, recognition, and pride bordering on arrogance. The champion emerges from the struggle as a hero. He stands on a mountaintop holding a torch of victory in one hand and a crystal ball in the other, a symbol of vision and enlightenment. The triumphant lion beside him is a symbol of strength and power. I want to show you all this. Yeah, so it's literally like, hey, you're really stressed out, but don't worry, your cup is about to be overflowing in more ways than you can imagine. And you're gonna come out on the other side victorious. Like you're gonna have victory. Like there's no and then we got the World on the bottom of the deck. Like there's no way that you're not gonna come out of this victorious. Yeah, the Moon. Just make sure that you're following your intuition during this time though, Make sure that you're really like listening to those little pings and like internal notifications of where you need to go. Ooh, we got the Fool too. Yeah, lots of like new energies for y'all. I feel like it's saying like, hey, follow your intuition into this new pathway. Like you're finally here. You've been trying, you've been in this like in the act of rebirthing yourself for so long, and now you're finally like in this stage of like crawling around as an infant. Like you're kind of like, or not even crawling, but kind of like really just even learning how to breathe again, you know? Because like you just went from being in the womb of self, if that makes sense, to now being able to be like a fully functional person, like outside of just yourself, the sun. Yeah, you're learning how to shine. Some of y'all could be pregnant or could have just had a baby. That feels like it's coming through a lot. But those of you who that's not relevant for, I feel like you're like birthing a project, or you're working on some sort of project or endeavor or something. Like there's just some type of passion project that you're looking at right now. Um, yeah, it's really interesting. Wonder what this passion project is. What's this passion project, Spirit? Nine of Wands in reverse. It's something that's going to bring you out of feeling defeated. Something that's really going to help push you forward in ways that you're going to need. Yeah, Ten of Cups. It's going to bring you a lot of emotional fulfillment. You're going to be okay. You're going to be good. You're going to be solid. Like I feel like a lot of you have been dealing with a lot of pressure with a lot of different things and kind of like worried about how it's going to turn out. It's going to turn out well for you. You just got to keep pushing through to the other side, you know? You just got to keep going. Page of Swords, yeah. It's a like very resilient, like you've got to keep going type of energy. Like, yeah, like don't let go of things. It's very like, it's a very assertive type of energy. It's a very like, I'm gonna get what I want, you know, I'm gonna get what I want type of energy. And like, it's, even though things are kind of like, see, things look a little stressful around this card. Like there's a lot going on. There's a lot of birds. There's a lot of energy. But she's still like sitting in the middle with her sword wielded. Like this is someone who's ready to take on the world no matter what it throws at them. And then we have the Six of Cups. Yeah, lots of harmony, particularly with emotions. I feel like that's just a big theme for you right now, is harmony in mentality and emotions. Like this is harmony in multiple different ways, multiple different patterns, multiple different forms of expression. And I think that you're kind of learning that you don't have to express yourself in only one way. You're allowed to express yourself in a multitude of ways, and it doesn't just have to be through one singular lens. And then we have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is all about like celebration, like more stability, more comfortability, more happiness, more togetherness. If you're someone who's wanting a family, that is going to happen for you. If you're not someone who wants a family, you're going, this is basically just saying like, hey, whatever wish you have, it's going to be fulfilled. It just requires patience and a certain level of planning and building. Because remember, we already got the Two of Wands, which is that planning. Four of Wands is like, hey, it's happening. And Six of Wands is the success of the thing. You got 2, 4, and 6 of Wands in this reading. I actually saw 2, 4, 6 earlier today, so it's interesting that I pointed that out. But what's really interesting, or like what I really like about 2, 4, 6 is it's like 2 and then you add 2 and it's 4 and you add 2 and it's 6. So it kind of just reminds me of 2, 2, 2 in that way. It also numerologically it will add up to 12, right? If you add 4 plus 6, that's 10. If you add 2, that's 12. And if you add that together, that's 3. And that's like the number of like creativity, like this creative energy. I'm pretty sure that's the Empress card in this deck. And like it's just like that Empress energy, that divine creation energy, which brings us back again to kind of that like pregnancy or like birthing of a project type of energy. So I feel like there's just a lot of that going on with you right now, just a lot of creative birthing energy. And then we got the Ace of Swords right here. Lots of clarity is coming in for you soon. Like I feel like things have maybe been fuzzy and or confusing, but they've been like fuzzy and confusing for a minute for a reason. Like you've just needed to not think too much about what's going on. You've just needed to experience it, you know? Like you've really just needed to experience life. Yeah, the High Priestess. You needed to lean more into the flow of things and learn how to follow your intuition more, because I think you were kind of just a little confused for a while and running around trying to like get validation with the things that you were doing or pursuing, and like now you're at this state where you're like, I don't need validation. I'm going to do what I need to do because it's part of my mission. It's part of what needs to be done. Oh, and we got the Empress. Oh, I just fell. We got the Empress right here. Yeah, it's like this divine feminine awakening, um or like more so like bringing that into balance with how you're approaching things. It's like learning how to have more fun, like learning how to have more fun and be okay in your own skin and just appreciate the world around you. I feel like maybe that's something that a lot of you have struggled with in the past, but you really do need to put more energy towards just kind of living in the moment and being present. Presence is a big thing for a lot of you. Like maybe you struggle with presence due to certain traumas, or just have a hard time remaining grounded for other reasons. But I promise, the more grounded you are, the more you're able to take care of things for yourself, and the more that you're able to appreciate and enjoy the world around you. I feel like this reading resonates for me as well, honestly. But definitely not all of it, but a good bit of it. And then we got temperance. Yeah, we got temperance and the Eight of Cups. So I feel like walking away from some type of emotional energy, and the temperance is bringing balance to that emotional energy. Like Eight of Cups is like, hey, like you're walking away from something in order to walk towards something new, but it's like with the understanding that things may not be perfect at first. Things may not be perfect at first. It's just kind of like that sadness and being in that energy of change and understanding that it's a necessary change, it's a necessary transition, it's a necessary movement, even though it might not be the most fun. But with temperance, it's like, hey, like just balance these energies. Do your best to balance your energy right now and just take care of yourself. Yeah, and have fun. Again, with the have fun, Three of Cups. Have fun. Have so much fun. There's something about your path in this lifetime where you need to have fun, you need to have rest, and you need to have like comfortability. You're allowed to have that in this lifetime. You just have to allow yourself to have it. All right. I hope y'all have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for tapping in. If you want to schedule a personal reading with me, I'm going to put the link down in the description box below. I love y'all so much. Have a beautiful evening, day, whenever you're watching this. All right.